Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, The Classic Beauty Goddess. If you are new here, hi, my name is Megan. Thank you very much for being here today. I have decided that for the month of May, I am going to go green. If you are interested in hearing more about that and what I actually mean, let's get started. I have made comments in the past on my channel that I'm not sure green is my color. So I have been challenged by a friend and fellow viewer that I should try a green eye look. And I was thinking about it. This was probably back at the end of March, beginning of April. I already had my video lineup for April, so I thought, let's start with May. And that caused me to think emerald is the birthstone for May, which ultimately led me to think, let's just make this a whole month of green. If you didn't follow along with that train of thought, no worries. That's just kind of how I am. So on that note, I have decided to go through a couple of my palettes with a green shade in them, which I've probably never used before, and use them in various looks. To give this a little bit more challenge, each look is going to be a little bit different style. So bear with me. Today's eye look, I am using my Pat McGrath Labs Mothership Mega Celestial Odyssey Artistry Palette. I had gotten this as a Christmas present a couple of years ago from my stepson, and it has one green shade in it. I know, why just one? But all of these shades are gorgeous, and it has this beautiful green shimmer down here. So what I thought I would do is use some of the more neutral tones that are over here. I think I've used this lighter shade before as a base and crease shade, and then I can use that green over top. If it looks a little dark, because I haven't swatched these in a while, I could go for a different palette just for that base color, because that might be a little too terracotta. Let me see what I've got. Okay, on second thought, I'm going to pull out my Going Coconuts by ColourPop, and I am going to possibly use Obsessed. I'm sorry, that says Shredded. And Coolata. So I think I'm going to use these two for my base, and then I will use this green shade, which I'm not sure if it has a name. Let's see. It does. I think it is called Citrine Envy. So I am going to use these to create my green eye look, and because this is a shimmer and it is in the limited edition holiday palette, I decided that I would try to make this look a little more glam. So this would be definitely more of an evening special event. You know, you need that shimmer, you need a bolder look. So that's what I'm going to try and go with. My makeup is done. I actually was at Sephora earlier today. I was trying to find a new foundation because I ran out of my Chantecaille, and I just haven't been able to convince myself to buy another one. As much as I love my Chantecaille, the price point just isn't there for me right now in my budget. So I'm trying to find something a little more budget friendly for me, and I'm struggling a little bit. So I think I have on the Lancome Futurist, no, Estee Lauder Futurist Hydra something foundation. I'm not sure that I love it. I'm not sure it's even the right shade. It looks pretty good on camera, but I know outside it kind of looked a little bit lighter. So we'll see. I'm dealing with some eczema on my face, so pardon that. But yeah, so I already put on my La Mer, the lip balm, and we're gonna jump into eyeshadow. So I am gonna pull these wispy bangs back because they can sometimes get in the way. But we are gonna do a full look with this. So as I said, I am gonna start with Shredded. I think I'm gonna just do this all over from lash line to brow bone. So we will do that. I hope everyone is having a great start to the month. I feel like time is flying by, but isn't that what they say happens? We just don't realize it, I think, when we're kids, because we're so ready to grow up. And now I just want time to slow down a little bit. So this is a really nice base for me. It is slightly lighter than my coloring. I did get a little bit of sun, so that kind of, you know, brightened up my eye area a little bit. And then I'm just going to use the other side of that same brush. I'm using my e.l.f. brushes. My BK Beauty brushes need washed pretty badly. So I'm going to go into that Culotta shade and put this on the lid and into the crease to add a little bit of definition. Let's see, I'm going to take this fluffier brush. I think I'm going to go down to this Lovely Bunch. That's a little, I guess that's not really the shade I want for that. Maybe I'll use Shell, yeah. I just don't want to get too warm with it, because I think that green might do a little bit better with the cooler shades. I just want to add a little bit more depth here, because I have a feeling that I'm going to put that green all over the lid. So I need a little bit something out here in that corner. So let's see what we can do. You know, since I am doing a full month of a color that I don't think I can wear, you guys will have to be the judge and let me know in the comments as we go along if you like the shades. Now, granted, there are several different shades of green out there. There are different ways to wear them, of course. So keeping all that in mind, you'll have to let me know what you think. But are there any colors or shades that you stay away from because you don't think that they look very nice on you, or you just think, maybe not for me? I would think, well, I'm almost afraid now to say any other color because I don't want anyone to challenge me in a color, especially something I don't own, because that might be a little bit more difficult. But if there is a color you would like me to try or to wear to create a look with on camera, let me know, because, you know, this is fun. It is something a little different. I don't do this all the time. And, you know, maybe it'll be a color that I just don't put on that much. So that definitely gave me a little more color here and a little bit of definition outside. I did it just slightly under the bottom lash as well. Okay. All right, so now is the time for green. I'm going to start with a brush and see how that does first, but I might have to switch to my finger because it is a shimmer. So we are going to get a good amount of green on that. Okay, that palette is way too big for me to hold in my hand. Let me grab my handy dandy mirror here. And we are going to just place that on the eye. All right, so let me try that on the left side. I don't think that's quite even. Let me see. Nope, I need a little bit more over here on my left eye. And maybe a hint more in the crease here. So I really did just cover up all that brown that I put on there. But I think that this looks very kind of ethereal. I mean, it's definitely green. It's a lighter green, but it's not really like super bold, super out there. So I think I'm going to add a little bit more with my finger and maybe just to the outer corner, because we did want a glam, you know, a little bit more of a glam look. So let's see if I do that, if that helps add anything. Just gave it a little bit of depth by putting it just on the outside of the eye. And then I think that we can do a little bit of liner. I'm trying to see what I even have. I do have a NYX ink liner. I don't even know if this still works. Oh, it does. Can't promise anything, but since we're going for bold, I'm just gonna well, that wing does not look like a wing, unfortunately. And neither does that one. Oh well. Alright, definitely have to fix that. This definitely looks better, that wing does. This unfortunately did not quite make it to a point, and I'm afraid that if I try to flick that up, that might have helped a little bit. But I'm not sure. I might have just made that worse. Okay, that side looks better, so we'll stick with that. But I am going to put on some mascara, and I'll be right back. I probably should have done that earlier. All right, so I have mascara on. I put on the IT Cosmetics Waterproof Superhero Mascara. It's in Super Black. And then I put on my Kosas lip oil just for a little added shine. My lips have been feeling a little dry lately, so I just wanted something neutral, you know, but that kind of gave it a little sheen. I know that's not really part of the glam, but when you look at this a little closer, you can see that sparkle, and the eyes really are the star of the show. There is a little fallout you can see. I think that was my fault. It was on my finger, and I just kind of got it where it shouldn't have gotten. I think I tapped it too low. And then over here, you can see there's a little less fallout. So that placement was a little bit better. But I think overall, this is a pretty look. I actually like the green, and I think for summer, even with the amount of green that's on my eyes, I think it's really pretty. I think I could definitely pull off this shade of green. It may not be my go-to, but I have heard that green complements brown eyes. So maybe we're onto something. I try to say never, so hopefully I've not said that I would never wear green, but I know I have said that green is not my color, but I might be taking that back. I kind of like this. You'll have to let me know what you think, and just let me know in the comments, and hopefully I will see you guys again soon with another green look. I may try to do something with a little bit bolder of a look. This really isn't as bold as I thought it would be when I planned it. Other than the mascara being not my everyday mascara, I think I could wear this to the office or every day for any occasion. So I may try to go a little bolder next time, or I may try to go a little more neutral. We'll see which palette is next. But if you have any suggestions or comments, please let me know. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Thank you so much for being here. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you who is making this community what it is. And I will see you next time. Please take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Bye.